Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. Spokesman and advocate, basic human rights for all people. Finding a privilege, an opportunity to be able to have something to come before you and offer it to you in hopes that it might be beneficial in directing your path down the road of life, to give you joy in this life. And this thing has been such a desire of mine all of my life, and the last half of it at least has been dedicated and committed to that end. Truth of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, that I have always had a respect for religion, for the church, and for the message of God, as it were. But having focused on knowing love for myself, respecting myself, and wanting for myself that which gives myself the greatest pleasure in living in this life, that describes me. And as I accept that as being me, I find myself believing, whether it's true or not, that each and every individual on the face of the earth, wherever they might be, feel exactly the same way about themselves. And then I ask myself, how in the world can all of us be satisfied, especially having lived in a world as we have that has been so disassociated from any idea of such a feat? How can we, who all eagerly want this to be our end, how can we achieve it? And then I think about the things that have been tried as far as trying to say or follow through an effort, something that we've presented before the public as a dream and an ambition. And even if it were true, how do we, at this day and age, come to a point where we could be successful when everything else has failed? Well, I heard somewhere that God works from the spirit down. Some people call that the head down. From the strong, some say that's the spirit, to the weak. Some say that's the material. Satan works from the foot up. Some says that's the weaker. And that means from the material to the spiritual. God says heaven lies in this path. Satan says your true heaven, which is hell, lies in his path. God's path supposedly is found on truth. Satan's path is found on deception. God said Adam don't. Adam said Eve don't. Eve said to temptation, don't. Satan said to Eve, do. Eve said to Adam, do. And Adam said to God, do. Do honor lying, cheating, stealing, killing, terrorism and war, poverty, crime and violence, for the benefit of a few, making God do as Satan does. This is what happens when we find ourselves in a political situation or social and economic situation where all we have before us, the only choices that really matters, are those that are before us, those that we have given authority to only matter, and it represents only evil. To vote for evil, to reach out and say, well, if these are my only choices, then I take one, the lesser of the evil, that makes you an evil participant. It really makes you evil, because evil could not exist without you. That says an awful lot about what has been happening in the world today. And my message has been, as you have been asked, how do we achieve all of this? This is how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. We recognize that the whole earth was made by some other power other than you and myself. the ability to do all the things that the earth is able to produce, whether it's above the earth, unseen or seen, on the earth, seen or unseen, or in the earth, seen or unseen. It's the ability to produce whatever humankind have needed to do. That was done by a power other than you and I. And then here we are, human beings. Some of us are men, or some of us are women, some of us are light-skinned to different shades of skins. Some of us are ambitious and some of us have less ambitions. Some of us seem to be geniuses when some of us seem to have just enough intelligence to get by. And yet everything that we do and all of the intelligence or the lack of intelligence that we have is all that we need to do what we were designed to do in this creative process, in engaging ourselves in careers or jobs to reach out and do and participate and let our lives be a part of life, giving us the greatest joy that we could ever have. We find out that the joy does not only go to the athlete, but it can go to the engineer, it can go to the instructor, it can go to you, it can go to me. See, this is the new thing. And when we do this, we engage in creating all the goods and services that we, the people, have already determined that we need. And if we do create machines that can take responsibility and do all of the jobs that we the people do now, what it does is open up doors for each and every one of us to engage ourselves in new ambitions and to pursue new horizons, to do great and wonderful things by the power of the mighty Creator, rather than trying to lie, cheat, and steal, trying to get over on others so we can prove that we are the greatest nation, that we are the greatest race, that we are God's special people, that we are God's chosen nation. All of that a bunch of crap, ladies and gentlemen. It has done nothing as far as bringing us to the fulfillment of each and every last one of us having our dreams met. But every last one of us can participate. And in fact, it is required that every last one of us participate in creating this dream, in creating this reality. There will be those who are distractors. There will be those who just don't want this to happen because they want to believe that it is only them. But hey, that power can go no further than them if you don't give in to them. And you won't, because you are now committed to the cause of yourself. And yourself is wrapped up in all of us. I want to thank you so very much. I hope you got something out of this. This is Eddie Mark, the spokesman and advocate for basic human rights. Basic human rights meaning having all of those God-given necessities and requirements met so that you can experience heaven while here on this earth. It was designed that way, and the only thing that prevents you is a lie and you accepting the lie. We want to get that stuff straight and begin to live. Bye-bye.